And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Patrick, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Patrick. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Get up! 180! Watching your ball. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Slam, slam, slam. Alert, 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 alert. 55, Mike 55. Greystone, travel. Watch the twist, watch the twist. He's coming. Red, red, up. He's coming, double up. Bravo. 55, Mike 55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 55. Check, 55, Mike. Wow,
on 1st down, Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
we play to win. Let's go. They're on 11-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, dude.
Throwing on 1st down. Patrick. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
SOS.
On 1st and 10, Patrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Off play action. Patrick. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Patrick. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This one caught by Davis. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Patrick. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Patrick. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check 4, check 4.
Looking to throw. Patrick to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. On 4th down, Patrick. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They begin the drive with Johnson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, They gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Lock in, lock in. X3, 218, chopper. Alert, 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 alert. Stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
So the first thing across my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. 1, 2, 4, 3. Hot 7, hot 7.
On first down, Patrick. Yeah, he's got it. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Get ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll pitch it back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd down, Trubisky. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Operating from the gun, Patrick. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
180. It's a party now.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready. Come on, team, run it. Good team, run it. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Running right, here's Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check. 36, 36. Shift, 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 shift. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shift, shift, shift. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up, turn up.
Another run here with Sanders. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Patrick. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Patrick, he sets to fire, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check, check.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch this. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. He's cracked. 18, 18. Check, check. Lucky. Hey, 18, 18, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To Johnson again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Hey, pick it up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Now, after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down now, it's Sanders. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Eagles on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Patrick going right side here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A 2-yard loss brings up 4th.
To throw on 3rd down. Patrick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Trubisky. And that's complete to Adams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
To throw on second down. Patrick got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he connects with Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Off the play fake. Patrick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. It's now 2nd and 10. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is, in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Detroit, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.